Two aces in poker is just like sweet honey. Two aces in this game means you win no money on Card Sharks. This is the game where a single turn of the cards can win you up to $32,000 in cash. Now, here's your host, the star of Card Sharks, Brandon Scruggs. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into another episode of Card Sharks right here at MVG Productions. Glad to have you with us once again. On our last episode, we crowned a new champion, and he's back with us once again to continue his run here on the show. So let's meet him now. Our current champion on Card Sharks with one game and a cash total of $1,000. We've got Rodney. Rodney, welcome back.
Hey, how you doing,
I'm doing
Brandon?
well, sir. Unfortunately, didn't have so much luck with the money cards yesterday, did you?
Nah, man, those cards was mean, but there's another, well, we have a new
It
day.
is a new day. Yes, it is. And we're going to have a shot to see if you can get back to the money cards, all right?
Okay.
All right, good luck to you today. Playing against you, though, in this first game.
Thank you.
I believe this may be one of the first times she's played this season. We have Sunny. Sunny, welcome in.
Hello.
Yeah, Sunny's here. Seen her on many of the other game shows here on the channel, but this is her first time, I think, taking a crack at the cards.
I've played this before.
You've played it before, but I don't think you've done it on air though. So, but anyway, are you ready to play?
Yes.
All right. Well, good luck to you, and let's get right into it. You guys know how the game works. You call your way across your row of cards. Rodney's the champion playing the red cards. Sunny's the challenger playing the blue cards. It takes 2 games to win a match, and the winner of the match goes on to the money cards for a shot at up to $32,000 in cash. But in order to get control of the cards, you must answer a survey question, and starting with the champion, Rodney. Rodney, we asked 100 people, which would you rather have? A 1-day shopping spree to any store of your choosing, or a 2-week vacation to any destination in the world? How many of 100 people said they'd rather have a 1-day shopping spree to any store?
This is a tough question. Well, everybody want to buy everything at the store like they want to buy it. So there's nothing wrong with a 1-day shopping spree. So if I had to guess, that would be a high number. And I'm going to go with 69.
69 out of 100.
Oh,
Right off the bat. One of these days, I'm going to forget about it. Anyway, Sonny, you think the answer is higher or lower than 69?
For a shopping spree?
Yes.
Or a trip? I'm going to go lower because I'd rather have a trip.
All right, she says lower. Okay. If the answer is lower, Sunny will play her cards first. If Ronnie plays his cards first. The actual number of people who'd rather win a 1-day shopping spree to any store versus a 2-week vacation to any destination is 37. It is lower.
Very good.
All right, Sonny, that means you get your crack at the cards first. So let's take a look at your opening base card for this game. A 5. You can keep that card if you like, or you can change it since you won the question.
Let me change it.
All right, I'm going to change it. All right. Change that 5 with the next card off the top of the deck. That 5 now becomes a king.
There you go.
Let's go lower.
All right, lower than the king. Oh, no, an ace.
Are you sure?
The one card.
One card featured there.
Yeah.
That means Rodney gets a free shot to play with his base card of a 7. Higher than a 7. It's a 10.
Okay, I'm a freeze.
Reason taking the 1 card advantage off of that first question there. And question 2 now goes to Sunny. Sunny, we asked 100 people, how do you sleep at night? On your stomach or on your back? How many of 100 people said they sleep on their back?
Well, they're just weird. I feel like that's off-center. Let's say 40%.
40 out of 100 said they sleep on their back. Rodney, higher or lower than 40?
Well, your back sleeping on your back is a lot healthier
Yeah, but nobody
than
does.
sleeping on your stomach. Considering if you sleep on your stomach, you may have food inside your stomach, and you can cause you to throw up a little bit. So, with that said, I'm gonna go higher.
And go higher than that. All right. The actual number of people who sleep on their back every night versus sleeping on their stomach is 66. It is higher.
Rodney.
All right, Rodney, you got
Thank
control of
you.
the cards. You've got that 10.
May I please change the
You
10,
can.
please?
Next card off the top of the deck. The 10 now becomes a deuce. Higher than
Higher,
the deuce. It's a 5.
higher,
And higher than the 5. An ace. For
lower.
game 1 of the match at $250. Lower than the ace. It's a 9. He's got it.
Yeah.
All right, game 1 goes to Rodney there. He's got the lead 1 game to none, but again, it takes 2 games to win the match. So let's deal out the cards for our next question, our next round. And again, Sonny needs this round to play catch up. And this first question this time goes to Rodney. Rodney, we asked 100 people, if you could, which of these superpowers would you rather have? Would you rather be able to control minds or control animals? How many of 100 people said they'd rather control people's minds?
That's not a good thing. Yeah, that's gonna be a low number. I'm gonna go with 21.
21 out of 100 said they'd rather control people's minds. Sonny, higher or lower than 21?
I'm gonna say higher.
Let's say higher than that. All right. Actual number of people who would rather control people's minds versus controlling animals is 67. It is way higher.
Oh wow.
Hopefully all the guys want to control my.
All right, Sonny, you get to start off this game here. You need this round to tie it up. Your base card is a queen.
Lower.
Lower than the queen. Oh no, another queen.
Wow.
Ah, Rodney, that means a free shot for you with your base card of a 9.
Okay, I'm gonna go
Lower than the 9. It's a 6.
Ugh. I'll freeze.
Freezing there, taking the 1 card advantage. This one. Question number 2 goes to Sonny. All right, Sonny, we asked 100 people. Would you rather be able to see up to 5 minutes into the future or change decisions up to 5 minutes in the past? How many of 100 people said they'd rather go back and see if they could change the past?
That is a really bad question. Let's say vote 50.
50, right up the middle there. All right. Higher or lower than 50, Rodney?
Can you repeat the question?
Yes,
one more
we asked
time?
100 people, would you rather be able to see up to 5 minutes into the future or change decisions up to 5 minutes into the past? We're asking for how many people would have be able to change decisions up to 5 minutes in the past.
Yeah, 5 minutes in the past. Well, in the past, you may make mistakes in life. You might regret stuff in life, so you wish you could change the. So I'm gonna go ahead and say
Let's
high.
say even higher than that. All right, the actual number of people who would rather change decisions up to 5 minutes in the past versus be able to see in 5 minutes in the future is 49. It is not higher. Sonny, very, very close on that one. Almost got the $500 bonus. So, Sonny, you got control of the cards. You've got that queen.
Alright, let me go lower.
All right, lower than the queen. It's a 7.
Higher.
Going on. Higher than the 7.
Oh,
No, a 2. You lose those cards. Rodney, you shot with your 6.
Higher than a 6.
Higher than the 6. No, it's a 4. Lose that card there. All right, tough question there. All right, question number 3 now goes to Rodney. Rodney, we asked 100 people on this one. Which of these days would you rather have off every week? Monday or Friday? How many of 100 people said they'd rather have Monday off?
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a high number. Mondays are the hardest days to get up. I'm gonna say 75.
75 out of 100 said they'd rather have Monday off than Fridays. Sonny, higher or lower than 75?
Lower.
What'd you say?
Lower.
I need to say lower than that. The actual number of people who would rather have Monday off every week versus having Friday off every week is 41. It is lower.
Wow, shocking. Wow.
People like having the longer weekends, I guess. They don't mind getting up Monday, but come Thursday, they're like, I want to be at the weekend already. All right, Sonny, you've got control. You got the queen again.
Let's change it.
You want to change the queen? Okay, you can do that since you won the question. Or change to that queen. The queen now becomes a jack.
Change the queen? Oh boy.
Let's go lower.
Lower than the jack. It's a 7.
Let's go lower again.
What was that?
Lower.
Lower again. Lower than the 7. A 5. Good call. You continue on or you can freeze. Gonna freeze there with the 1 card lead over Rodney. As we go into our 4th and final question this round, someone must win on this play of the cards. The question goes to Sonny. Alright, Sonny, we asked 100 people on this one. Which would you rather have? An unlimited collection of movies or an unlimited collection of video games? How many of 100 people said they'd rather have an unlimited collection of video games?
That one's hard. Let's go with. Let's go
How many?
62%.
Alright, 62 out of 100 said they'd rather have an unlimited collection of video games. Rodney, higher or lower than 62?
That's a good number. But I'm gonna go a little higher than that.
No, even higher than that. Alright. For all important control of the cards, the actual number of people who would rather have an unlimited collection of video games versus have an unlimited collection of movies is 65. It is a little higher. Alright, Rodney, here's the situation. You've got the 6. You need 3 cards to win. Sonny has a 5. She needs 2 cards to win. The option is yours. You want to play or do you want to pass control to Sonny?
I'm gonna pass it to Sonny.
Alright, Sonny, control is yours. You must play off the 5. Call both cards correct. You tie the match. 1 mistake. Rodney retains the championship.
Okay. Let's say. Let's go with higher.
Alright, higher than the 5. It's a king.
Lower.
Anything but an ace, and you tie up the match. Lower than a king. It's a 3. She's done it. Tied it up.
Good job, Sonny.
With that win right there, Sonny wins game 2. Here, all tied up 1 game apiece between Rodney and Sonny. We're going to have our tiebreaker round to see who's going to go on to play the money cards here. 3 cards this round, 3 questions, and our first one goes to our champion, Rodney. Rodney, ask 100 people. If you only, what set of clothes would you only, if you could only wear 1 set of clothes, what color would they be? White or black? How many of 100 people said they would only wear white clothes? Only people, in my opinion, only people who like to bathe and bleach every day. to keep them clean, I'm just saying. But anyway.
White clothes.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I'm gonna go with 57.
57 out of 100 said they would only wear white clothes versus black clothes. Sonny, higher or lower than 57?
That's lower. Are you kidding me?
Lower than that? Yeah, I don't do white because I stain it so easily. It's ridiculous on my side. The actual number of people who would only wear white clothes versus only black clothes is 31. It is way lower.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Sonny gets control of the cards first on this one, and her opening card for the tiebreaker game, an ace.
Ooh, boy.
She says lower than the ace. It's a 6.
Damn it! Do I get the trade?
No, you don't get a trade. You can either call the next one or freeze.
Let's freeze. I hate this.
Freezing with the 6, taking the 1 card advantage, all right? Not risking it, going for the win. All right. Question 2 this time goes to Sonny. Sonny, we asked 100 people. Which would you rather? Would you rather not have the ability to spell or not have the ability to add? How many of 100 people said they would rather not have the ability to add?
I already don't have the ability to add. Let's say 48%.
48 out of 100 said they'd rather not have the ability to add. Rodney, higher or lower than 48?
The question again?
We asked 100 people, would you rather not have the ability to spell or not have the ability to add? How many other people said they would rather not have the ability to add? And Sonny says 48.
Lower.
Let's say lower than that. All right, the actual number of people who would rather not have the ability to add is 63. It is not lower.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Wow.
Apparently,
That's crazy.
people don't like the math. Apparently. All right, Sonny, you got control. You've got that 6.
I don't know how to change it.
You can change that 6. Important change for you. That 6 now becomes another 6.
Son of a bitch.
Call it right. You become the new champion.
Yeah, but it's in the middle. Let's go lower.
Lower than the 6 for the win. It's a 3. She's got it.
Good job. Good job today.
Congratulations. Big call for Sonny right there. Wins of the game. Guys, are $500 as you're going on to play the money cards in just a moment. Well, Rodney, you played a very good game, sir. You're not leaving here empty-handed. We got yourself $12.50 in cash for you, and our thanks for playing.
Thank you, Brandon.
And we're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, Sonny's going to play the money cards right after this. Welcome back to Card Sharks. Here, our new champion, Sonny's got herself $500, and now she's going to take a shot and see how well she does with the money cards. Sonny, here's how it works. Start you off with $200 of brand new betting money on the bottom row. Bet your way across those cards so you get to the second row, where we give you additional $400 there, and you'll work your way across that middle row as well. Again, minimum bets $50 and $50 increments, so you get all the way to the top card, which is the big bet card, where you must bet at least half your money. If you can do a perfect double, double, double all the way to the top of the board every time, you get $32,000 in cash. And you can change 1 card on each row, doesn't matter where, with one of the 3 extra cards we have dealt to the side for you, alright?
Okay.
So if you're ready, good luck to you. We'll deal out the cards, give you a fresh $200. And let's take a look at your base card for this round of the money cards. It is going to be a 10.
Let's do 200 lower.
Betting it all right off the...
150 lower.
Okay.
You're gonna put it all on a 10? Come on.
No. So you're going to go 150 instead?
Yes.
Okay, 150, lower than the 10. It's an 8 right up the middle. You got 350, now you got an 8.
Let's do 50 lower.
You can change the cards if you'd like.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
You can change 1 card on each level.
Let's change it.
Alright, change it. Change it with which one?
2.
Alright, change it with number 2. That 8 now becomes a 2.
Okay.
Okay.
What's the most I can bet?
Bet all your money.
Okay, let's do all higher.
Alright. You can only bet what you got. So all of it higher than a 2. It's a king. You're up to $700. And you got a king.
Let's do all of it lower.
Betting it all again. $700. Lower than the king. It's a 7. Very good. $1,400 now. We move the 7 up to the next row. We'll give you that other $400 of betting money. You got $1,800 now and a 7.
Let's change it. 3.
Change it with number 3. All right. That 7 now becomes an ace.
Another great change.
Okay, it better not be the same card, but all of it lower.
All right. Well, you don't lose on a push here. On a push here, you don't win, no loss there. So we want to see anything but an ace to double up. $1,800 lower than the ace. It's a 9. You're up to $3,600 now, and you got a 9.
Let's do. Let's do 2,600 lower.
$2,600 on a 9. That is a wild bet, but it's locked in. $2,600 lower than the 9. It's a 7. $6,200, and you have a 7 now.
The reason why I did that is so I could still have some money if it wasn't. So, okay, and the 7 sucks. All right, let's do. Oh, I hate the 7s. Let's do 4,200.
Oh, Lord.
This is hard.
Can y'all hear me?
Higher.
Yeah. What are we doing? How much you betting?
4,200 higher.
$4,200 higher than a 7.
God.
All right. $4,200 higher than a 7. No, it's a 3.
I still have money.
You lose it down to $2,000, but still a good chunk of a great card as we move it up to the big bet line. It's a 3. You've got 2,000. You must bet at least $1,000 on the 3.
Damn it! I'm gonna only have $3,000.
No, you can bet. You can risk everything you've got. I said you must bet at least $1,000.
No, I'm going to bet everything I've got, but that means I'm only gonna have like $4,000. I just had like 6,200. I'm kind of trying to fucking. Anyway,
Well, you could have bet small on the 7.
I know, but I wanted more money.
That's not you, but okay.
Let's do 2,000.
What's your big bet?
2,000. What the most I can bet is 2,000. Right?
Yep.
Damn it. $2,000 higher.
Yeah, this isn't like Jeopardy or anything like that. All right. Betting it all. Anything but a 2 is going to get you some more money. $2,000 higher than the 3. It's the king. She's done it. Nicely done. $4,000 there added to your winnings. You now have a grand total of $4,500. And you are the new champion here in Card Sharks. And with that, we're going to take another commercial break. When we come back, we have our new player playing against right after this. Stay with us.
Nice done, Sonny.
Welcome back to Card Sharks. Here with our new champion, Sunny. She's got $4,500 in cash so far, ready to take on her next opponent. So let's meet him now. Playing against Sunny in this game of Card Sharks, we've got Brody. Brody, welcome back.
Thank you, Brandon. Good to be here.
All right. Last time you had a pretty good run on the cards last time you were here, but are you ready to see if you can take down Sunny and become the new champion?
Let's do it. I know Sunny's a good opponent. I wish her the best of luck.
All right. Good luck to you. Let's get started here with the first question in this game of Card Sharks with a question to our champion, Sunny. Sunny, we asked 100 people, and this is kind of a long one, so we asked 100 people. Would you rather have the ability to see clearly through any volume of water, or would you rather have perfect vision and complete darkness? How many of 100 people said they would rather have the ability to see clearly through any volume of water?
That's interesting. Let's go with 42%.
42, okay, 42 out of 100 said they'd rather be able to see through water. Brody, higher or lower than 42?
Well, I'm probably going to say... I'm definitely going to say lower.
I'm going to say lower than that. All right. The actual number of people who'd rather be able to see clearly through any volume of water versus being able to have perfect vision and complete darkness is 19. It is way lower on that one. I'm surprised. All right, Brody, you've got control of the cards, sir. Take a look at your base card for this game. a 7?
I'm gonna change it.
All right, changing that 7. The next card off the top of the deck, the 7 now becomes a 4.
That's a better card. I'll go a little higher.
Higher than a 4. It's a jack.
Lower than the jack.
Lower. You got an 8 right up the middle.
Okay, 8. I'm gonna freeze there.
Gonna freeze there, taking the 3-card advantage over the champion, Sonny. As we go to question 2, this one is for Brody. Brody, we asked 100 people, would you rather be talented at all musical instruments or be talented at all sports? How many of 100 people said they'd rather be talented at all sports?
I'm talented at all sports. Well, it could be like it could be any sport, like baseball, football, basketball, hockey. I'm probably gonna say it's gonna be I'm gonna probably say it's gonna be a bit of a high number. I'm gonna say let's see 66.
66 out of 100 said they'd rather be talented at all sports. Sonny, higher or lower than 66?
Let's go lower.
And go lower than that. The actual number of people who would rather be talented at all sports versus being talented at all musical instruments is 65 by
Wow.
1 point. It is lower.
Wow.
All
I
right.
was close with my guess.
Very close.
What for the bonus?
All right, Sonny, that means you get control of your cards. We open it up with your base card for this game, a king.
Let's go lower.
Lower than the king, a queen.
Damn. Let's go lower.
Lower again. Oh no, another queen.
I hate those fucking.
Oh.
Lose those 2 cards. Brody is shot with the 8.
I hate that shit.
Let's go lower.
Lower than the 8. Oh no, an ace. You lose that card as well.
Wow.
Ah.
Cards.
All right, question number 3 now goes to our champion, Sonny. Sonny, we asked 100 people. Which company would you rather work for? Google or Apple? How many 100 people said they'd rather work for Google?
Get 38%.
38 out of 100 said they'd rather work for Google. Brody, higher or lower than 38?
I don't think a lot of people would rather work for Google because a lot of people would probably work for Apple because they do make the like the Apple Watch that probably Rodney has.
Yeah.
And yeah,
You're right about that.
yeah. And they do make the Apple computer and stuff like that. So I'm gonna say that's gonna be even lower than that.
It's even lower than that. I'll see what it is. The actual number of people who would rather end up working for Google versus working for Apple is 57. It is not lower.
Wow, I'm surprised at that.
Me too.
Well, Google's a worldwide known company, so I'm like,
So is Apple.
Yeah.
Oh,
That is
Apple,
true.
because I have an iPhone.
I hear more about Apple in the U.S. though than I do any other country though, which is
That's true.
No. Okay. So
That's
any other in
100%
the
true.
U.S. but still like
True.
I see a lot of Asians with Apple products and a lot of people from different countries with Apple products. Even ones that don't live here.
Well,
this is true.
well, y'all know the Asians. They have those products like Sony, Samsung, and all that.
And that's a lot of their big competition over there as well. Hey, we're getting
Yeah.
sidetracked here. Sonny, you got control. You got the king.
Oh, lower.
Going on lower than the king. An ace, really? Wow.
Wow.
Rough card, Brody with the 8.
I gotta go lower than the 8.
Going lower than the 8. It's a 3
Okay, higher.
for game 1 of the match. Higher than the 3. It's a 9. He's done it.
Yeah.
Brody with game number 1 there gives him $250 and needs one more game to claim the championship for his own. So let's deal the cards out for game number 2 and get started with this first question. This one goes to Brody. Brody, we asked 100 people. Would you rather crawl through a pit of spiders or swim through a pool of snakes? How many of 100 people said they'd rather swim through a pool of snakes?
People would be insane if they swim in a pool of snakes. I know that I would never want to swim in a pool of spiders because I really hate spiders. I would probably say those people would be insane, but I'm gonna say there'd be 42 people who rather want to swim in a pool of snakes.
All right, 42. Sonny, higher or lower than 42?
42 rather than what with spiders?
How many people would rather swim through a pool of snakes versus crawling through a pit of spiders?
He said 42.
Yes.
I'd say higher.
I'd say higher than that. The actual number of people who would rather swim through a pool of snakes versus crawling through a pit of spiders is 39. It is not higher.
Oh.
So that means, Brody, you get control of the cards and trying to win this game in the match. Start off with a king.
I take a card, I'll go lower.
Lower than the king. It's a 3.
Higher.
Higher than a 3. It's a 6.
6. I'll freeze it there.
Gonna freeze there. Again, the 3-card advantage over the champion, Sonny. Go to question number 2 now. This one goes to Sonny. Oh, these are always fun. Sonny, we asked 100 people. Would you rather be a cat in a human body or a human in a cat body? How many of 100 people said they'd rather be a cat in a human body?
I'm going to say 40%.
You kidding me?
40 out of 100 said they'd rather be a cat in a human body. Brody, higher or lower than 40?
Well, there will be a lot of feline lovers out there who would love to absolutely love cats. I know some of my family members who does have some cats in their homes. But I probably want to go into detail. I'm gonna say higher.
I'm gonna say even higher than that. Alright, the actual number of people who would rather be a cat in a human body than a human in a cat body is 34. It is not higher. Alright, Sonny, you get control of the cards, and your base card for this game is a 3.
Higher.
Higher than the 3. It's a 9.
Let's go lower.
Risking it lower than the 9. No, it's a queen. You lose those 2 cards there. Brody, a free chance with a 6.
What?
I'll go higher.
Higher than the 6. Oh no, another 6. You lose that card as well.
Crap.
Alright, question number 3 now. Brody, goes to you. We asked 100 people who like to work out. Where do you like to work out at? At the gym or in your own home? How many 100 people said they'd rather work out in their own home?
Well, working out is the best way to get yourself fit and healthy. And I know Rodney is working out in the gym, I think.
Well, actually, I'm not working out in the gym, but I'm doing a lot of walking.
Oh yeah, walking. That's always a good workout. But I think
power.
Yeah, I'd probably say that people would. I'm gonna say it's gonna be somewhere of a middle number. I'll say let's go with 56.
56 out of 100 said they'd like to work out at home. Sonny, higher or lower than 56?
I'd say lower.
I'd say even lower than that. Actual number of people who would rather work out at home versus working out at a gym is 59. It is not lower.
Wow.
Some people like working out in the privacy and comfort of their own home, I guess. All right, Brody, you got control of the cards. You've got that 6.
I'll change it.
Changing the 6 now becomes a 9.
Ooh, not a good change. I'm gonna go with the odds and go lower.
Lower than the 9. It's a 4.
Okay, higher.
For the game and the match become the new champion, higher than a 4. No, it's a 3. You lose both those cards. Sonny with a free chance to play off the 3.
Okay, higher.
Higher than the 3. It's a 7.
Let's go higher.
Risking it higher than 7. It's an 8, right up the middle.
Can I freeze it?
You can.
Oh,
Freezing with the 8. Need both players now with bad cards and two to go to win the game of the match. And we're at our 4th and final question. Someone must win on this play of the cards. The question this time goes to Sonny. Sonny, we asked 100 people, would you rather be able to talk to dogs or be able to talk to birds? How many of 100 people said they'd rather be able to talk to dogs?
dogs or birds? You're going to. Where did these questions come from?
They're coming from what comes right off the app
That
here.
is so weird. I mean, you would think like dogs are cats and dogs are birds. I mean, come on.
Here we go again, Rodney.
I'm gonna, because a lot of people like dogs, so I'm gonna say high. It's gonna be probably high. So let's say 60%.
60 out of 100 said they'd rather be able to talk to dogs. All right, Brody, higher or lower than 60?
Well, like some people would say, a dog is a man's best friend. Sometimes it can be a woman's best friend too. I'm really gonna say that's gonna be higher than that.
I'll say even higher than that. All right, for all important control of the cards here, the actual number of people who would rather be able to talk to dogs versus being able to talk to birds is 60, right on the nose. Sonny gets it.
Wow! Nice job, Sonny!
And Sonny, with that, that's a $500 bonus guaranteed for getting the answer right on the nose. But more importantly, you have control of the cards for our final question here. Here's the situation. You've got the 8. If you decide to play it, you can change the 8 and call your 2 cards right. You miss 1, Brody becomes the champion. However, Brody has a 9. He also needs 2 cards. He can't change the 9. You can force him to play. If he misses 1 card, you tie up the match. How do you want to do it? Do you want to play, or do you want to pass it to Brody?
Let me change my card.
You're going to play? All right, so she's going to play, and she's going to change her card. Very important change here. To tie up the match, you get to play with a 10.
Let's go lower.
Going on, lower than the 10. It's an 8. You made a good change. Call the 8 right, you tie up the match.
Well, I haven't had a face card in a while. Let's go higher.
Going higher to tie up the match. Higher than the 8. It's a 9. She's done it.
Oh, fuck.
It's all tied up. 1 game apiece here.
Oh my gosh!
We're going to go to another tiebreaker round, folks. We're going to find out who is going to be our champion here on Card Sharks. We'll take a commercial break. We'll come back. We'll find out who's going to be our champion right after this. So stay with us. Welcome back to Card Sharks here. We're all tied up 1 game apiece. This game decides who's going to go on and play the money cards. Now, remember, 3 cards and 3 questions in this round. And this first one goes to Brody. Brody, we asked 100 people on this one. Would you rather be captured by a wild tribe in the jungle or be captured by pirates at sea? How many of 100 people said they'd rather be captured by pirates at sea?
I would.
I'm just gonna go ahead and say, I'll go ahead and say 40.
40 out of 100 said they'd rather be captured by pirates at sea. Sonny, higher or lower than 40? She says higher than that. The actual number of people who would rather be captured by pirates at sea versus being captured by a wild tribe in the jungle is 12. It is not higher.
Whoa!
People, I guess, rather be caught in the jungle because they at least have a chance to maybe survive, I guess. I'm not sure.
I would love to have Captain Jack Sparrow capture me anytime.
That wasn't. It didn't say those pirates. It just said pirates in general. The ones that probably try
I'm
to
saying
kill
those
you.
pirates.
All right, Brody, you got control of the cards. That means you get to look at your base card for this tiebreaker round, and your opening card is a 7.
Change it.
Changing that 7. That 7 now becomes a 6. A little better.
Okay, I'll go higher.
All right, higher than a 6. No, it's a 5. You lose that card there. Sonny, which means a chance for you to play. And Sonny, will your base card a 3.
Higher.
Higher than a 3. It's a 10.
Let's go lower.
Lower for the game and the match to retain the championship. Lower than 10. It's a 4. She's done it.
Oh, Sonny won.
Congratulations to you, Sonny. You're the 2-time champion now. You've got yourself $5,500, and you're going to be playing the money cards here in just a second. Well, Brody, you put up a very good fight, sir. You know, this came down to the end there. But you're not leaving here empty-handed. You take it with you $250, and our thanks for playing. And we have some nice parting gifts for you, all right?
All right.
Thanks, Brody.
Yeah, good
You're
game.
welcome, Sonny. Good luck at the money cards.
Thank you.
Yes, good game by both of you, but we're just about out of time today, so let's get on over to the money cards. All right, Sonny, you know how this works. You doing pretty well last time, so let's see if you can get some more money here as we wrap up this episode here. Here's your $200, and we'll start you off with this base card of a 10.
I want to change it.
Okay, which one?
3.
I change it with card number 3. That 10 now becomes a 5.
Let's do. Let's go 200 higher. Well, 150 higher.
All right, $150 higher than the 5. It's a 9. You have to 350 and the 9.
50 lower.
How much?
50.
All right, $50 lower than the 9. It's a 10. You lose 50, but you got a 10 and 300 now.
What? Let's do 200 lower.
What was that now?
200 lower.
All right, $200 lower than the 10. Yes, it's a 7. You got yourself $500. Move that 5 up to the next row. Give you the additional $400. You've got $900 now, and you've got that 7. How do you want to play it?
Let's change it to with number 1.
Number 1, changing with number 1. That 7 now becomes a 4. Great change. You got a 4 and $900.
Let's do 850 higher.
$850. Big bet on this one. $850. Higher than a 4. It's an ace. $1750 now, and that ace.
All of it lower.
Betting the farm. $1750 lower than the ace. It's an 8 right up the middle. You got $3,500 now and an 8.
Let's do. Shit. How much do I have again?
You have $3,500.
Let's do 500. Let's do 500 lower.
All right, $500 lower than the 8. No, it's a queen. You lose $500, but you have a great card as we move it up to the big bet. You've got that queen. You've got $3,000. You must bet at least $1,500 on this one.
All of it lower.
Betting the farm. You walk away with either nothing or $6,000. All of it lower than a queen. It's an 8. She's done it. Congratulations. A big win for you there. $6,000 added to your previous winnings. And in 2 games, Sonny, now you have a grand total of $11,500 in cash. And you're the champion here at Card Sharks. And we'll have you back on the next episode to continue to defend your championship here on the show. But all right, thanks to all of our players today. thanks to you guys at home for watching another fun-filled episode of Card Sharks right here on my channel. Remember, if you like the series, please click that like button down below. Share the video with your friends. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to ring the bell. That way you never miss all the action that happens here at Card Sharks or on any of the other channels here at MVG Production. And until the cards are dealt out once again and the Card Sharks battles continue on, I'm your host, Brandon Scruggs, saying thank you so much for watching. We will see you next time on an all-new episode of Card Sharks. Take care. Bye for now, folks.